I would not be casting me for this part.
Well, I think we're here because we have certain privileges.
What is your love language?
I think I'm very much a gift giver. I don't
do
think
that.
anyone uses Facebook anymore.
But yeah, poking people was a thing. Hey, how do you know?
I was also on Facebook at some point in my life.
You know, there were comments about your even like looks and all. How do you deal with all of that?
When you're a public figure, it just kind of comes with it. People have certain opinions of you. Loveyapa, yapa, Loveyapa, yapa,
A relevant story in the times we are living in with two relevant faces. One is a millennial and one is a Gen Z. Both are here with me, Junaid and Khushi Kapoor in New Delhi. Thank you so much for joining us on India Today.
Thank you so much.
You know, for you, Archie's was first and for you, Maharaj. Which one are you more excited about? Like, were you excited for the Archie's or were you excited for Maharaj or were you more excited for Loveyapa to come?
I think they're all different feelings.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd be
Yeah.
able to compare it like that because that was a very new feeling for me. I felt very giddy and nervous, and it was a very new experience for me. This time I feel a little more prepared.
Yeah.
So I think the nerves have settled a little bit, and I feel a bit calmer this time. But I'm as excited, I think.
Yeah, I feel Maharaj was a different kind of release. It had been a while since we had shot it as well, and I was in the middle of shooting Loveyapa. So I think we were a little more nervous at that point.
The conversation we were having, you
Yeah.
said that it came to you and you were also surprised, both of you.
Yeah.
So how did it land in the first place?
For me, like Madhu sir, who's one of the producers of the film, had come and met me. He said, you know, I have the rights for this film, this Tamil film. Why don't you watch it? I'll just tell you the premise of the film. It's a boy goes to girl's house to ask for hand in marriage. Girl's father says, I'm okay with it as long as you'll exchange your mobile phones for one day. After that, we still want to get married. Then I'm game. So I felt that the hook of the film was very strong. And फिर मैंने ओरिजिनल देखी प्रदीप जी ने जो बनाई है. He acted in it, directed it, wrote it. Fantastic person. I met him also. He was like, and made a beautiful film. So I was very excited. And so yeah, I mean, I told Madhu, so yeah, I'm on definitely. But I did convey my surprise also. I was like, I'm surprised you've come to me with this because I would not be casting me for this part.
What was your reaction, Khushi, when it landed to you? I mean, were there any rounds of auditions as well for the role? Or it just landed itself and like you were like surprised, oh my God, this film has come to you?
I think my dad had actually told me to watch the original film, and I really loved it. I thought it was hilarious. And I'm pretty sure they had watched some rushes of the Archie's.
Archie's के rushes देखे थे.
Yeah, because it hadn't come out at the time. And then I remember meeting Advait after that and having a narration later with Sneha, our writer, and I really fell in love with the script. I think it maintained the essence of the original film, but it shifted some of the cultural notes from the original to what we have here in Delhi. And I think it was so funny, and the way she narrated it to us also, it was like watching the film live and hearing it and imagining it. So I don't think it was ever a thought of yes or no in my head.
Has your family watched it and yours too? Because we saw screening happening in Bombay a day before.
Yeah, Dad's seen it, Ira's seen it. Ira saw it yesterday. I think Mum is going to see it tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken.
But what was his reaction? Because your dad has always been known as a Mr. Perfectionist. So what was his reaction? Because whenever he watches a film, we see him get into that expression like he's into the movie, he watches it so closely. So what was his reaction?
I think, see, when he watches films that are not his own, he watches an audience, so he goes to enjoy himself. And he always enjoys himself. So most films that he sees, he actually likes, because he's going to have fun. He liked it quite a bit, and you know, he actually liked it enough to offer to release the trailer of the film, which actually meant a lot to me, because he likes lots of things, but he doesn't often volunteer to release the trailer of a film that he's just seen. So I felt that was actually very flattering.
For you, Khushi?
My dad's been away, so he's not had the chance to see it yet. But he's been getting lots of calls from a lot of our family friends saying, "Why are you not here? Why are you not watching the film?" And he feels really guilty about it. But I think he's gonna come soon and watch it. And I think Janvi's gonna watch it tomorrow. Hopefully, she'll land back in time because she's also shooting and working. But a lot of my friends have seen it already, and they were really nice about it, and they really loved it. So I was happy.
You know, talking about the sets, growing up, what was your first experience of a set, and how old were you?
First experiences of being on a set that I remember were like Man. It was shot on a cruise.
Wow, yeah, that's one of the films that I really love.
So I was on the cruise as well.
Wow.
Sarfarosh. I spent a few days in Jaisalmer. Lagan, I was there for quite a bit because both mom and dad were both in Kutch. So yeah, but I don't think I was, as that young a child, I don't think I was hanging out on set so much as just on location. But yeah, I think as a child, I've spent a fair bit of, even like my 10th standard, you know, after your prelims and before your boards, you get that 1 month study leave. So I'd actually gone to the sets of Three Idiots. They were shooting in IIM Bangalore. So I was like, chutti.
No, I would take my friends sometimes and go, and we like seeing the set designs and stuff like that, and just walking around set, and it'd be really cool because the rooms would just have no roof because obviously they'd have to light it and things like that, and we were really fascinated by it.
Oh, yeah, no.
And the outdoors were fun also, I think.
I mean, outdoors, but like we would go there and like Man Pe, they were shooting on the cruise, but for me it was a cruise. I would be doing like other things that whatever,
enjoying your time on the
4 or 5 year olds do and cruises 4-year-olds do.
Do you also remember any experiences of you being on the sets when you were quite young?
I feel like I don't know if I have very vivid memories from when I was very young, but I feel like English Winglish and Wanted were two films that I very clearly remember because I was slightly older. And then I remember my friend Alia, her dad was, Anurag uncle was making Bombay Velvet, and we really wanted to work on a movie set. So Alia and I were sitting and we said, okay, can we go to Bombay Velvet set and can we become ADs? Can we do some work? So we called Anurag uncle and we were like, okay, we want to come work on the set. So he sent us to the costume ADs and they had to mess up whatever they organized so we could reorganize it so we would feel important, like we had some work to do.
Yeah.
But we would just be around all the time, I think. It was just, we felt kind of like we wanted to belong there, so we just hover around and be annoying little children trying to be a part of the process, but yeah.
When you're talking about the sets also, you guys work round the clock. I'm sure there are waiting moments also on the sets. What do you do and how do you pass your time when you're not like giving that shot?
Well, for Loveyapa, I don't think we had much time to wait for anything. But during Archie's, I remember we would have a lot of time because we were so many people. So there would be extensive periods where some of us would not be shooting. And that's when I kind of started reading. And we'd all kind of circulate our books around and talk about what books we would be reading and mix them around, recommend some. So I think that's when I started reading for fun. And I think I just enjoy reading them most on sets because I think you have to really be patient when you're waiting for hours and hours. And otherwise, I feel like I get too restless to sit at home and read a book. I think unless I'm in my van or something, I don't feel like reading. Or an airplane.
What's the best career advice has anyone given you in the family? And who is that person that you go to for your career advices?
Well, I mean, Dad has always said, like, whenever you go to him and ask him for advice, he always says, but this is what I feel, but you should always listen to your own heart. Because I've always listened to my heart, and lots of people around me and other people have not understood why I have made decisions. They thought I've made a mistake, but I've always believed in listening to myself and my own heart, and that served me well, so you should do the same. So, that has always been. And so he lets us also do our own thing. He lets us follow our own path and make our own decisions and be us.
Yeah, I think for me, I go to Janvi and Dad a lot, and during Archie's, she would always tell me to not overthink and to be myself and just to have fun and be free. Because I think when you're really enjoying what you're doing and you're not overthinking and doubting yourself, then you can tell on screen when you're more confident. And I feel like if you doubt yourself, then other people will doubt you. So I think that's something you shouldn't let cloud your judgment. So I think just to be myself.
You know, we tend to talk a lot about the privileges that, you know, you belong to a family of films, but we hardly talk about the downside of it. What are some of the privileges that you think you don't have being from a filmy background?
No, I mean, I think it's a trade-off. Ultimately, I think you have more eyes on you, therefore you have more opinions of you, and you can't really blame people for having those opinions. I think you just need to keep working until you prove yourself and until people stop doubting you.
Yeah. I mean, I think there are lots of immense privileges. I haven't really experienced so many downsides. Maybe because I'm not on social media.
Yeah, coming to that, why are you not on social media? And Khushi, why do you think it's relevant for anyone at this time to be on social media?
Well, you know, when I was in college, good God, I sound old. I mean, I have a Facebook account. I had a Facebook account then. It's still there. I don't really use it that much. But
I
it's
don't
still
think
there.
anyone uses Facebook anymore.
Well, okay.
She's making you feel more older than you think.
No, but at that time, social media was different. I mean, it wasn't on our phones because we didn't have smartphones. You'd have to go onto a computer and log in. And I mean, at that time, social media was like writing on people's walls and updating statuses on Facebook.
Poking people.
Poking people was also like a new thing that had just
okay.
come about.
Good one.
But yeah, poking people was a thing at one point. Hey, how do you know?
I was also on Facebook at some point in my life.
Okay, thank you. I'm not feeling that old now suddenly. But when Instagram came and it became more about, you know, uploading photographs and all, you know, I never took photographs. I don't take photographs. And I think that's why I kind of never made that switch to Instagram because I didn't really have anything to put up. I don't really take photos. So I think that's probably the reason why I'm not really on Instagram.
I think it depends person to person what you like and what you want. I think for me personally, I genuinely enjoy Instagram. I like putting out certain pictures. I like looking at fashion and my friends and stuff like that. So I think for me it's fun. And I love watching reels as everyone does, and it's funny, it's exciting, and I don't think it has to be that deep. If you don't really want to put out a certain part of your life, then you don't need to necessarily be on it. And yeah, I think for a lot of people also, for acting, you're not shooting 365 days a year. You do get a certain amount of work because of your social media also. So I think that's another side of it. And also I think it's nice to reach people. I have a lot of really nice fan pages on Instagram, and I think it's sweet that I get to have that space where I can interact with them on a personal level and actually speak to them. So I like that, and I think, yeah, I think it's a fun little space.
You know, there were comments about your even like looks and all. How do you deal with all of that?
I feel like that'll be there regardless. I think when you're a public figure, it just kind of comes with it. People have certain opinions of you. But I don't think I let it bother me very much. I have a really great support system, and I don't think I let it get to my head very often, because most of the times the things people are saying about me and the things people are criticizing me for are things I can't really change about myself. So it's not really in my control. I think people will say something no matter what you do, so you might as well be true to yourself, be honest, and let people decide. If they don't like you, then I can't force people to like me, but I can do my best, and I can just keep doing what I'm doing.
Coming back to your film, Loveyapa, It's a love story. I would want to know from the both of you, one love story of your parent, which one do you like the most?
Kyamat se kyamat tak, I think. But you know, I also keep saying this. I also feel that Gajni is in its heart a love story, and that track is really, really beautiful.
I think the two favorite movies of mine of mom's were probably Sadma and Mr. India.
Wow, those two are my favorite too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think those two.
So talking about love, what is your definition of love? Especially you come from a millennial and you are a Gen Z. What is your definition of love and what is your love language?
I taught him love languages today.
Yes.
Also. Yeah.
I was like, okay, what is love language?
I went through each of them. It's gift
Yeah,
giving,
gift giving,
acts of
acts of-
service, physical touch, and words of affirmation.
I think acts of service actually might be more closer to the correct answer. I know I gave a different answer.
You said all of them.
Yeah, I mean, I guess all of them.
But everyone likes all of them, but
everyone
you do,
does,
like
everyone
I,
does all of them also to a certain
yeah,
degree.
yeah, to a certain degree. But
Yeah.
I think I'm very much a gift giver. I get really excited to give.
You're a giver.
Yeah, like I get, especially with like other people's birthdays, small occasions, I get really excited to surprise and do things and keep giving. I don't know, that's just like my way of expressing. And words of affirmation also.
The definition of love.
No, I think a partner you have trust, respect, sense of humor. Yeah, somebody who you can grow individually with together.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
For you?
I think for me, love is, I mean, in the context of relationships, I think love is understanding that there's no such thing as a perfect relationship, and love is communication and compromise, and I think in general just understanding that we're all human, and it's finding someone to learn and grow with together.
And Yapa, the red flag.
Yapa.
Yapa, the red flag. What's the red flag for you?
I think disrespect and dishonesty.
Yeah, disrespect, I think. Like just how somebody treats people.
Let's wrap this conversation with a fun, quick Gen Z lingo. If he doesn't know, you have
I've
to
taught
teach
him a lot.
Yeah, you've
Yeah.
taught it.
Yeah.
He's
I think,
well prepared, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Because
I mean,
you just said that you made him learn some
Love languages.
Love languages. So
That was this morning only.
Yeah.
I learned something new every day.
yeah, so I'm going to give you some Gen Z lingos and you have to tell me what that means. Cap, no cap.
You know this.
Cap, no cap? I know this.
I told you the other day only. I'm not answering because I told you the other day. I want to see if you
you've not
remember.
told me this. You told me cap, no cap?
Yes, cap.
Cap.
Yeah, like no cap.
Yes, I said screaming cap, screaming.
You said some caps lock, screaming something.
When you put caps lock in your
No,
text,
no,
it
no.
means
But then
you're
I
screaming.
said the actual thing.
Oh crap! Yes, you did tell me
I
this.
did tell
you
you
did tell
this.
me this. I forgot. I'm sorry. Sorry.
This is me testing you.
Yeah,
No, you did tell me this. I'm sorry. I forgot.
It's like no cap means you're not lying.
Okay, I genuinely didn't remember this. Like even after.
T.
I told you this
T. You also you told
Yes.
me. It's gossip.
Yes,
She
absolutely.
told me this.
Drip.
Yes. Drip?
I didn't tell you this
You didn't
one.
tell me this
No, drip is like your accessories, your diamonds, your
Matlab?
drip is like,
Someone's style.
yeah,
Swag.
like, yeah, like I would say, yeah, your style, your clothes, your accessories,
Okay,
your necklaces, diamonds, this, like that's your drip.
Sure.
Stan.
I taught you this.
You told me this also.
I did.
It's like a fan.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's called. I was really wanting
Something
to
really
know.
good and
Why is a
impressive.
fan? Why is a fan?
A stan is like someone who's like I stand that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm a fan of that.
Yeah.
So you
yeah,
got it
but
right.
Why have they? But I really wanted to know. In that point, I asked you, why have they changed fan to stan?
I don't know actually the answer to that question.
Slaps.
I don't think I told you this.
Slaps.
Oh, like it slaps, like it's great, right?
Really? Is that what it means?
It slaps, like it
Right.
hits, like it
Something
hits.
that's really good and impressive
Really
or
good.
enjoyable or something.
Okay,
Yeah.
no, I had no
Yeah.
idea. Sorry.
Sus.
Suspicious.
Yes.
Oh my God, you got it. Okay, modern dating terms. What do you mean by breadcrumbing?
I know this one also. It's giving like little bit of attention, thoda thoda.
Huh.
Yeah. Catfishing.
Like you're pretending, you're faking.
Pretending to be somebody else.
Yeah.
Benching.
Well, I still don't know what benching is, but
Ashutosh Rana sir explained this to us.
Really? Of all the people?
He explained this to us. Somebody was trying to explain this to us. We didn't get it. So he said, "Na, हमारे ज़माने में Stephanie बोलते थे."
Wow, what a definition. All right, cuffing season.
क्या?
cuffing someone, like you're making them your official partner.
Oh, like handcuff ka cuffing. Is that where it
Yeah.
comes
No,
from?
No.
colder months when people are more likely to seek out a partner, companionship, warmth and comfort.
I had no idea. I thought cuffing someone was like making them officially
Okay.
yours.
Slow dating.
Slow dating?
Take your own time to know somebody maybe.
Shouldn't that just be dating in general? Like you should take your time in general.
Vibe check.
Vibe, you check their vibe. Isn't that?
A way of asking it two people on the same page or not.
Oh,
Yeah, okay.
Platonic dating.
Platonic dating is like being friends with someone?
Isn't that just hanging out with someone?
Yeah. On that note, thank you so much for joining us on India Today.
Thank you so much.
And I wish you all the best for Loveyapa and your upcoming projects.
Thank
both
you.
of you.
Thank you.
And all the best.
Thank
Fingers
you.
crossed. 7th February in theaters, in a theater near you.
पानी ने मेरा फोन खोल लिया ना तो बैंड बज जानी है मेरी।
ये तो शुक्र मानो कि पापा को तब के तब पासवर्ड मांगने की नहीं सूझी।
फोन अनलॉक होने का स्ट्रेस तुझे क्यों है मैं समझ सकता हूँ भाई, लेकिन ये बानी क्यों इतना डर रही है?
हाय बानी बू।
थू
क्या हुआ भाई?
कुछ नहीं, हेलो बोल रही है।
थू थू थू
अरे भाई देखो कैसे बीती यार, कर ली थोड़ी सी मैंने की यार, मुंह में आ चुकी
तू
देखो
मरेगा आज
जान
गौरव।
मेरी, कोई दुआ के मुझे जरा सीपी यार, पड़ गया देखो मेरी लाइफ में टाका,
खासी लाइफ को बिग बॉस बना दिया इस फोन ने।
ये गॉडी बचाई, या तो होगा रिश्ता या तो होगी टाटा।
गौरव